Hello, and welcome to the last session of Income Protection Awareness Week. And if you've tuned in every day, well done. We've been blown away by the support this week. Today, we'll be reviewing the content from the week and picking out some highlights from each day, as well as tackling the big question, so what next? This will be the shortest session, but arguably the most important of the week, as we put even more focus on what happens next, what you will pledge to do differently, and how you can get the support you need to do this. If you're an advisor, we'll be identifying some calls to action to put in place as soon as possible so that IPAW has a real impact on the way you're working and ultimately on the conversations you're having about income protection. Finally, we'll be reviewing the pledges that have been made so far and encouraging you to get involved and make your own and share it with us.
So if you can cast your mind back 5 days, although it feels like a lifetime, so probably the three of us, but 5 days all the way back to Monday, we started the week by looking at why we need income protection and why it's the insurance that everyone should consider. We played you a short 2-minute film available on our website, as all of the things we shared this week are, which explained that income protection product protects your most valuable asset, your ability to earn an income, and it's your ability to earn an income which underpins everything that you do. We also considered the current context with the pandemic and with furlough coming to an end, and how this means that people are more aware than ever of their financial vulnerability. By way of inspiration, we also shared with you an infographic that demonstrated the size of opportunity we face and the very real need to be including income protection in all conversations with clients. Our aim this week was to demonstrate the widespread need for the product, the difference it can make for your clients, and how income protection can play a role in growing your business.
We promised you would hear from advisors sharing best practice and some that are relatively early on in their journey selling IP, about what's helped them and how they position IP in their conversations with clients and what tools they find helpful. So how did the week go?
On Tuesday, our focus was mortgage advisors, and we heard from Vincent O'Connor about why income protection is the product that must be included in mortgage conversations and how the terms and conditions of a mortgage speak to the product features of income protection. We heard case studies from Will Shackleton and Kate Stratton, who shared their experiences of selling IP. Kate was a particular highlight for many, as in the spirit of this week, her story showed that what you can achieve when you try a different approach. And by the way, you can find plenty more case studies from advisors on our website, with thanks to Adam Kaplan, Robin Allen, Carla Edwards, Matthew Hall, and Sarah Fox. Finally, in our panel discussion, we covered how to position IP with mortgage clients and how to really convey the value of the product.
On Wednesday, our attention turned to wealth advisors, and we heard from Setal Mehta about the need for advisors to include income protection in their conversations with clients as part of the wealth and retirement planning discussions. And he addressed some of the key IP objections. Gemma Darcy brought cash flow modelling to life as a great tool available to wealth advisors looking to convey the benefits of IP to clients. And finally, in our panel, we covered a range of topics, including compliance considerations, identifying the most suitable wealth clients for IP, and the potential of signposting. And Victor, who was on the panel, also pledged to record an IP-themed fridge talk, and he did just that. So do check that out on LinkedIn if you haven't done so already.
Yeah, and then yesterday we changed tack a little and focused on underwriting and claims, some of those challenges and potentials that both new advisors and old face with the income protection product. We attempted, with the help of experts from around the industry, to tackle some of the misconceptions that exist around underwriting, helping to alleviate some of the concerns that advisors had highlighted to us, and tried our best with the help of a range of insurers to really bring that moment of claim to life. The Lifesearch case study in particular, I know, was a highlight in terms of really showing the interaction between advisor and insurer. And indeed, David Banks from Legal & General made many similar points around how advisors can help make sure that claims are paid and that journey is as good and smooth as it should and must be. We even managed to squeeze in time for a question and answer session with Alan, Craig and Anna, And remember, again, you can watch all of this on replay. So all of that information is on our website now.
It's been a content-rich week for sure. And as mentioned, you will receive updates from us having registered for these events by email as well. But what good is content if it doesn't have an impact, if it doesn't change behaviour? At the start of the week, we said very boldly that we wanted to know what you would do differently or what you would do more of as a result of watching the IPAW content. To that end, we asked you to make a pledge and to share it with us on email and on social media using the hashtags IPAW and Let's Talk IP.
Well, we're really pleased to report that at least some of you are listening and have done just that. And we've even managed to make a montage of the pledges that we've received, including those of you who took that brave step to share a video pledge as well. So let's sit back and enjoy that now.
Hi, I'm Emma Thompson. Income Protection Awareness Week is particularly important to me both personally and professionally because in addition to talking about the benefits of IP for over 20 years, I'm also a claimant. In 2019, I was diagnosed with breast cancer. I was off work for about 5 months, and together with my sick pay, my income protection cover meant that I didn't have to worry about money at a time when I just needed to focus on my health. And I want more consumers to have that financial safety net. So my pledge is to carry on working with advisors to give them the confidence to have these conversations, and to also work with providers even more to get these products more attractive for consumers to buy and to ultimately help more people claim. Best of luck with your own pledges.
Hi, I'm Johnny Thompson. My Income Protection Awareness Week pledge is to improve consumer access to insurance, to refocus the industry on what really matters, hierarchy of need, and in particular, replacing or topping up income. And finally, signposting to income protection specialists. Let's be the difference. Let's make a difference. Let's improve access to appropriate insurance.
Hi everyone, I'm Mark Cracknell, Head of Protection Sales at Aviva. Income protection is a fundamental protection need that's often not recognised or understood by clients. Many people haven't considered how they cope financially if illness or injury resulted in a prolonged loss of income. It's so important to raise awareness and understanding to help get more people the cover they need. That's why in Income Protection Awareness Week, Aviva are taking the pledge. We will continue to share positive stories around IP claims, publishing customer stories and videos for advisors to share with clients, demonstrating the impact IP is having on our customers' lives.
Hello, I'm Tom Bakery, founder and CEO of Lifesearch. We try and talk to every customer about income protection. About 18% of them get persuaded. They come to us for life insurance and critical illness and things like that, and they just never heard of income protection. That is the big problem. I've thought of running big advertising campaigns and things like that, but the risks are enormous, and to be fair, it's not that profitable a deal. It's the right thing to do for customers, though. So the right way to market it is to talk about it. Every financial services professional should tell their customers, should tell consumers generally, that they need income protection. That losing your income through disability or sickness is simply a financial catastrophe from which there is no recovery. You have to guard against that risk before you do anything else. Surely that's obvious. If you can't arrange the policies yourselves, then send customers to us. We'd be delighted to help them, and we'll pay you if you ask. But that's not the point. The point is that we owe it to consumers as financial services professionals to remind them, to cajole them, really, into considering the single biggest risk they face, both in terms of incidence and in terms of effect on them and their families. Disability insurance, income protection. Talk about it, get the message, and spread the message.
Hello, my name is Richard Cayley, and I'm taking the pledge as part of the Income Protection Awareness Week, and I pledge to continue to talk to every advisor I can about the importance of making income protection the cornerstone of any financial advice they give, today, tomorrow, and forever. So come and join the income protection revolution and help more clients understand why they need to protect their income.
My name is Setal Mehta, and my pledge is to support and educate the next generation of advisor and client, maybe even Ziggy and his friends, on the long-term financial security a good income protection policy can bring.
Hi, I'm Stuart Tragheim, CEO of Holloway Friendly, and we are delighted to be supporting the IP Awareness Week from IPTF. Our pledge is a simple one. We pledge to remain dedicated to income protection, to help our members and their advisors gain access to the cover that they need through an inclusive underwriting philosophy and relevant, affordable products. We will keep life colourful for our members and be here for them and their families when they need us the most. Here's to a successful campaign that helps grow the IP market and get more people covered. Thank you.
It's so great to hear those points coming out, and really brings kind of what we've been looking to do this week to life. If you didn't see your pledge in the montage because you haven't made it yet, fear not, there's still time. If you're watching this at home, in the office, out and about, you have until the 30th of September, which is next Thursday, to make your pledge, either using the downloadable template on the IPTF website and emailing it to us, or by sending us a brief video clip Try to think about what you can do differently going forward based on what you've heard this week, and where possible, make pledges specific, measurable, and time-bound. And in a few weeks' time, we'll be sharing all the pledges we've collected and looking to follow up with people to see how they're getting on. Wouldn't it be great to be one of the IPAW success stories? Making your pledge is that first step.
Yeah, and as you'll have gathered from those examples that we've shown there, there's no hard and fast rules as to what your pledge has to look like. But before you make your pledge, and in case you're an advisor who's watched the sessions this week and is wondering how to get started, we thought we'd look at 5 things you could do right now to start your journey towards selling income protection and maybe give you some more concrete ideas. So number 1, accessing more income protection training. If this week has pricked your interest and you'd like to learn more about IP and how to get started advising on the product, seek out some additional training. There is loads out there. If you didn't know that before this week, hopefully you know now. If you're a member of a network, I'm sure they'll be running IP training, and you'll have seen many committing to that in the montage there already. And if you can't find anything, then please do ask, and we will help make that happen. The main IP providers all deliver advisor training, and we'll post events that we're made aware of on our IPTF website. So knowledge is power, and training is very much the first step.
So number 2, identify your opportunities. And what we mean by that is to review your client base to identify where those opportunities are. Who already holds protection but not IP? Who fits the profile of a typical customer in line with the infographic we shared on Tuesday? These are ideas on who you could start with, but of course, everyone who has an income has a need, so the possibilities shouldn't be too hard to spot.
Number 3, commit to having the IP conversation. Make speaking about income protection part of what you do. Think about how to position the product in conversations with clients so that it's never an afterthought or something that gets squeezed in the last 5 minutes of a conversation. Really show off the value of IP and the importance that it has in underpinning any financial plan.
Number 4, make some noise. We've done a bit of that ourselves this week, but I guess more importantly, we've seen some great success stories and hopefully shared them of how financial advisors use social media to highlight the need for and benefits of IP to their clients and associates online. Social media really does give you the chance to make that noise about what you do, to highlight the importance of IP and to explain how you can help your clients with it. It's a great step for your business, and providers like Holloway and others provide loads of great materials on how to use it as an advisor to support that business.
Number 5, keep in touch with the IPTF and subscribe to our newsletters. A cheeky request, yes, but definitely well intended. By subscribing to the newsletter, you'll receive updates on IPTF news and activities, including opportunities to share your views, news about our work with consumers, and you'll be notified of new content and developments. So how do you subscribe? Visit iptf.co.uk and scroll down until you see the red box saying send me IPTF updates. Fill in your email address and hey presto, we'll be in touch.
So we're sure you've now come up with your own ideas on how to get started and hopefully how to put what you've heard about this week into practice. So once again, a plea for you to share that with us. By sharing it, you'll be much more likely to follow through, and that's the whole point. So deep breath and make that pledge. So enjoyable as that whole section is where we tell you what to do, it does seem only fair that if we're encouraging you to do something, we do something back. So we should make a pledge or two ourselves, right?
Agreed. So to get the ball rolling, we pledge to support you in the pledges you make and shout about the successes with all our might. There'll be plenty of articles, newsletters, presentations and the like, and we want to pepper these with good stories of all those pledges hit. And we know that this week we've reached lots of new people and advisors, so we also pledge to make as many connections as possible within the industry to particularly help out those new advisors just starting out on their IP journey. And we've actually already got the ball rolling on this one, so watch this space.
Okay, that's a good start. To stretch it out a bit further, we pledge to listen to all your feedback on this event. We know it's cliche, but it's more true in the virtual world than ever, that we really do need to hear the good, the bad, and the ugly from your side. Let us know the things that made a difference for you, and we'll do what we can to build on that in the future.
And that leaves me to say that we pledge that if that feedback is overwhelmingly positive and lots of people say lots of nice things, that we'll at least seriously consider learning from this and doing something a little bit like this, but bigger and better, and maybe not quite as close to the summer holidays, and maybe not in a week where my entire family has COVID next year. But in all seriousness, I think we have been taken away by how many people across the industry have got behind this, and yeah, the pledge there is from our hearts.
Absolutely. And I suppose to start in the kind of wrap up of this session, we want to say thank you for joining us today and across the week. We hope you found the content inspiring and useful, and we will be sharing a survey so you can let us know your thoughts and help help shape those future events that Andrew alluded to.
But these events don't just happen overnight, and they take a lot of planning. We owe an awful lot of thank yous to an awful lot of people in helping make sure that this week happened. To all IPTF members and the networks involved, in fact, everyone across the industry who's got involved. We can't promise that we will stop asking for your help, but we can say that we're hugely appreciative of all you've done and continue to do to support the IPTF.
Yeah, absolutely. So we all echo those sentiments, which just leaves us to say a huge thank you to everyone. Thanks for watching. Thanks for participating this week. And we will see you all soon. Thank you. Bye now.